What's up, you guys? We are back in the kitchen. Happy Christmas Eve to you guys. Can you guys see me? Happy Christmas Eve to you guys. I'm in the kitchen today. I'm getting ready to make one of my favorite cakes, and it's called a red velvet cake. But what I'm going to do with this one today is I'm going to be making a red velvet bundt cake with the cream cheese filling in the middle. Okay? So yeah, that's what we're going to do today. So the first thing to do is I'm going to follow this recipe to the T. Make sure you guys can see me. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. I hope you guys are enjoying yourselves and enjoying your families as I am. I'm in the kitchen doing what I love at times. Sometimes I do like to take a break, but today I'm going to be making this cake. I'm just trying to make sure I got you guys positioned. Okay, so there's like 3 parts to this cake. The first part is we're going to be making the cream cheese filling that's going to go in the middle of the cake batter. And what that consists of is 8 ounces of cream cheese at room temperature. Now, I've learned that when you're making a cake, you like to have all your ingredients at room temperature. So I have some other stuff sitting off to the side that's going to be included in the next part of the cake. But this first part includes 8 ounces of cream cheese. It requires a half a cup of sugar, 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. It's 2 tablespoons. And it also requires vanilla extract. So the first thing I'm going to do is get this cream cheese mixed up. And I'm just going to take my hand and do it. It may take a minute, but once I get it all creamed up together and get ready to add in my other ingredients, I'm going to bring you guys back. And this also includes 2 eggs. So let me start over. The first part of the cream cheese filling requires 8 ounces of cream cheese, a half a cup of sugar, 2 large eggs, 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. I just want to make sure you guys get that. Let me get this cream cheese kind of mixed up together. I'll bring you guys back. I don't want to make this video too long. So I'll get that mixed up. I'm going to bring you guys back and we'll go from there. See you back in a second. Okay, you guys, so that didn't take long. As long as your cream cheese is softened, it really don't take long to get it mixed up. So I got it kind of whipped just a little bit here. I'm getting ready to add in my 2 eggs, as well as my vanilla extract. Now the extract, it calls for, let's see, I'll tell you guys in just a second. It says 1 tablespoon, but I'm going to add it to my liking. 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. Yeah. 1 tablespoon and just a little bit more. Okay, so we're going to get this mixed up. That's my oven going off. Y'all got my oven heating up to 350. So this is going to be the cream cheese filling that's going to be included in the middle of our bundt cake. Looks like it's all mixed up like this. Let's see if you guys can come a little closer and see what I'm doing. Let me stop it and bring you guys back. I'll put you like that so you can see inside my bowl. Okay, so it's gonna look like it's a mess to start with, but this is what we're gonna take. You can use a hand mixer or a stand mixer with this. I don't have my stand mixer yet. I'm in the process of moving, and I don't want to buy too much stuff right now and have to move it. Gotta beat and bam just a little bit, y'all. Okay, let's add in our half a cup of sugar, and that'll be all for our cream cheese filling that's going to go in the middle of our red velvet cake. So you want to mix this well, get it nice and creamy and all mixed together. It may take a little work, but I'm going to do it by hand today. So this may take a little time. So this is what our cream cheese, 8 ounces of cream cheese, our 2 large eggs, our half a cup of sugar, and now I'm getting ready to add in our 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. And we also have our vanilla extract in here. So just take this and we're going to mix it up together. Once you get it mixed up together, we're going to set it to the side. Before I get to the next process, I'm going to mix this up good, let you guys see how it's mixed up, how it should look, and we'll go to the next step. See you guys back in a second. Okay, you guys, I have to make a correction on this recipe. Let me just tell you what I had to do. I started mixing up everything, and I saw where it was not thick like it's supposed to be, right? And I looked at the recipe, and the recipe calls for 18 ounces of cream cheese. Not 8 ounces, but 18 ounces. I was short 10 ounces. So what I did was I had an additional 8 ounces already at room temperature. So I just added it in with this. And I also left out the 1/4 cup of butter at room temperature. I've already got that mixed in as well. So this recipe calls for, let me give it to you correctly, because I'm following the recipe. It calls for, and it's called a cream cheese ripple filling. Okay? I'm going to call the ingredients out to you guys one more time. So it calls for 18 ounces of cream cheese, 1/4 cup of butter, a half a cup of sugar, 1 or 2 large eggs. It calls for 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract, or I add just a little bit more than what it called for, and 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. So those are the ingredients for the cream cheese filling. Okay, so let me show you guys. I mixed everything with my hand. I just stood here and I mixed and I mixed and I stirred and I mixed. So the best thing to do is make sure everything is room temperature. Mix your cream cheese first before you add your butter and your sugar and your eggs and all other stuff. Mix in your cream cheese really, really good. And you can use a hand mixer or a stand mixer. I just chose to use this today. So this is what it looks like after getting everything mixed up, incorporated really, really good. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take this and set it to the side. We're going to cover this and set this off to the side. Okay? So this is our cream cheese filling that's going to go in the middle of our batter. Okay? So let's go on to the next step. Let me get all my stuff together and bring you guys back, and we're going to get everything mixed up together and get this cake ready for the oven. Remember, have your oven preheating at 350. When I get all my dry ingredients together, I'm going to bring you guys back, and we're going to combine everything together. See you back in a second. Okay, you guys, I got the batter mixed up really good. Oops. That stuff everywhere. This is what it looks like. Mixed it really good. I folded everything in. I didn't really stir on it. So I have my cream cheese filling here. And let's go ahead and put it together. I got my bundt pan sprayed really good. I'm going to pour just a little bit of this mixture to start with, just a little bit. we're gonna pour it. I want to make sure you guys can see what I'm doing. Making a mess, y'all, but it's all right because I can clean it up. Let me paper towel. Got a little bit on that side. Let's turn this around. Let's get some more on this side. I want to lick my hand so bad. I know I can't do that. Let me take my spatula and move my cake mixture around. And put a little bit more. So this is the first layer with the cake batter. A little bit more right there. Y'all up close in person, see me making a mess. It's all right. This cake gonna be good. This cake is gonna be good, good, good. Okay, so all I'm going to do now is take my cream cheese filling, and we're going to take it and just put little drops throughout it like this. Just like this. Can you see on the inside of this bundt pan? No?
Well, not really good, but well, yeah, they can.
Okay. So I'm going to put it now. Put that there. Now I am going to take, I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to do it now or after I put this in here. Let's do one more layer of batter. Do our batter. This is a rich cake. I don't want to overfill this bundt pan. I want to put some more, because remember this filling has a little flour in it as well, so that's going to rise as well. This made a lot of cake mixture. A lot of cake mixture. Let's take our butter knife so we can have those little swirls in it, and we're going to twirl it just like this. Just pull it in like that. I'm trying to think if I want to do one more layer. I think I can do the last little bit of layer in here. I pray it don't overfill in my oven.
You only got one of those bundt pans?
Yeah.
That should.
I don't think it will. if it do, it's gonna be on the bottom anyway, so. Cause I don't want to waste none of this here. These little spatulas come in handy, especially when you're doing stuff like this here. Okay, and let's get our last little bit of filling here. I should have waited until I put this in, but oh well. I'm gonna try to get all that in there. This is what the recipe called for, so it's all in there. Just a little bit, y'all. Let me pretty. I hope it tastes good. I think it will. It's gonna be a big cake. I'm gonna take some down south for the holidays. I hope it turned out good. Okay, so we got an oven on 350. And let me clean my pan up just a little bit. Think about you taking notes? And my duty butt, y'all. You taking notes. Y'all, believe it or not, these kids are smart. They're really, really smart. I'm gonna get cleaned up. Let me get my pan here. And put me a piece of parchment paper on the bottom, just in case, y'all. We have a overflow, because I live in the overflow and everything. Anyway, set this just like that. Whew, that's beautiful. So, okay, 350 for about 55 to 60 minutes, and then I'm going to stick a toothpick in it. If it's done, I'll take it out. If it needs a little 5-10 more minutes, and that's what I'll give it. I'll see you guys back whenever it's done. Don't that look good? Red velvet cream cheese. Red velvet cream cheese bundt cake. See you guys back in a second. Okay, you guys, let's go ahead and put our glaze on. I have a thin glaze that I've mixed up. I'm just going to drizzle on top of this. Now this is going to stick. I'm going to let this stick. Unlike my carrot cake, I got too much acid. What's up, you guys? We are back in the kitchen tonight. I'm getting ready to share with you guys how to make some banging yams, some sweet potato yams, or just yams. I'm going to do is preheat my oven to 350 degrees. I'm only going to do 3 potatoes because this is going to make a pan, a good amount of yams. So I've already washed my potatoes off. I'm going to place them in the oven on 350 degrees for about an hour until they're nice and tender. And once it gets to that point, I'll bring you guys back and we'll go to the next step. All right, so I'll see you guys back in about an hour.